Happy time zones! It's your bird, Avon the Raven, and... for crying out loud. Yeah, apparently. Welcome back to Dark Souls 2 Little Only. I am going to have to put in an exception clause, unfortunately. I really wanted to do this with just the ladle. However, I would need an Old Mundane Stone for that, and the only way for Old Mundane Stone... Well, I'd need to infuse, and I can't even infuse until I get to the steel. And turn in the ember to Macduff. Which is wildly unfortunate. But I might be able to get my hands on one, or on a Mundane Stone in the copse. So because I can't actually... Really? There we go. What was it saying? Because I'm kind of up a creek until I actually get an Old Mundane Stone and infuse it, due to the ladle's low durability. I almost want to call it non-existent. Damn it. I am allowing myself... Yeah, because the ladle's durability is pretty much non-existent, and I literally can't use it for boss fights, I'm allowed to punch anything to death that I can't kill with the ladle. However, if I do that, I have to come back for it later after using an Ascetic on the area. Eventually, I'd like to, or once I get the Mundane Infusion, my ladle will still be able to do low damage when it's broken. So it'll still be annoying to take out bosses, but it won't be outright impossible. Oh, one moment. Apologies, that sneeze crept up on me. Oh dear. Smooth and silky stones and crystal lizards are the only way I have at the moment of potentially acquiring what I need. Oh dear. You know what? Yeah. This house is annoying to get to. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get this crystal lizard. The worst part is I think there's a fragrant branch in that chest, which would actually help me because then I'd be able to get to the shaded woods. Things betwixt Firekeeper's dwelling to go trade in the petrified something I picked up. I believe Old Mundane Stones are only acquired from, like, the regular sized Smooth and Silky, so I won't be able to actually get anything from this. If anybody has any, Smooth and Silky Stone locations they want me to go check real quick to see if I haven't already gotten them, please put them in the chat. I'd like to get the, part of the run I'm going to have to redo over as quickly as possible. White ring? What does that do again? Ah. I might have missed something in the some stuff in the wharf. And actually, there is some stuff I might have missed in the cops by the lockaway. I'm not even going to attempt going for Executioner's Chariot. Executioner's Chariot is just outright impossible at the moment. Because I believe that actually has... If I'm remembering correctly, the Chariot actually has higher health than both the Lost Giant and Flexile Sentry. Or not Lost Giant, Last Giant. Really? No. Are you kidding? There's absolutely no way I'm going to be able to get that. Prism Stone, not what I needed. And unfortunately, I can't even buy the stones I need. Because... oh dear. You know what? I will take knocking the bat off the bridge. I might be able to do that with the other one, actually. Which will definitely make that cavern a lot more manageable without the additional ranged option coming at me from the sidelines. I'd like to light up the whole place. Ah. That's going to be very difficult, though, considering what she's guarded by. I don't want to tackle Skeleton Lords until after this, because I don't want to go through this place with a, I don't want to go through this place when it's Ascetic. And off the cliff it goes. Because we can't have nice things. I'm dead. There's just no way out of that one. I feel like getting the Mundane Stone is going to be the biggest hurdle. And I don't suppose anybody can come into my world and drop it. They would need at least 40,000 soul memory, I think. Whatever, as much as it pains me, let's go take out the giant. Actually, if I beat Giant and Pursuer, that'll allow me to pivot into, Shaded Woods, if needed. I can run around and get some stuff there. Or actually, Giant alone might be able to get me Shaded Woods. I'd just have to manage the skip. Really? Okay, that's going to be a problem. But I know for a fact that there's one crystal lizard I can get my hands on in the Shaded Woods that is relatively unguarded. If that one crystal lizard ends up dropping the Mundane Stone, then I can... It'll honestly be a stroke of luck. Alright. What? How does that get... Yep. Ow. Nice try. Alright, and now I punch with the left. Because otherwise this is just outright impossible. Seriously, if anybody knows any smooth and silky stone locations that I can just knock out of the way real quick, that would be nice. Particularly in the Lost Bastille and Shaded Woods. I don't want to go past... I don't want to try Ruined Sentinels like this. I want to actually have... I want to actually have a weapon for Ruined Sentinels. Nice try. Oh dear. Come on. What was with the uppercut? Oh no. I'm trying to avoid using life gems whenever possible. Nope, we don't do that. Oh boy. Nope. I got so lucky there. Can you stop doing that as soon as I'm about to punch you? My damage is low enough without missing. Yep. Yeah, I just really didn't want to use another life gem. I should have, but I really didn't want to, because I don't have an unlimited supply of them yet. I forget when exactly the merchant lady winds up getting the unlimited supply. But at the moment, she only has 6 left to sell me. No. Why did I do that? Anyway, back to my Estus. Alright, I have at least 6 heals per attempt. I shouldn't waste them. If I... Oh, Mealy! Hello! How are you today? I apologize, the title is sort of a lie at the moment. I actually have some prep to do before I can actually use only the ladle. Oh dear. Oh my. Ow. Yikes. I should have been a little greedier with dodges, I guess. But at the moment, I need to kill the giant. And if I kill the giant, that actually unlocks a few things for me. Depending on how many souls the giant drops. If the giant drops enough for the cat ring, then that unlocks Shaded Woods. I just had no stamina there. Oh dear. Oh wait, can I hit your head? To not very great effect, but yes. I'm already doing better than I was. This is just a test in endurance, which I am notoriously bad at. Okay. Oh dear. Fun, sweetie. Why are you having a nightmare, huh? Okay. What? How did that hit me? Depending on the hit, I can actually take 2 before I have to heal. I'm actually pretty good at timing the Estus in this game. The dodges, less so. My spacing could also use some work. Ow. This is actually going a lot better than my first legitimate attempt, I guess. I think I'm about at the same amount of health, but with more flasks to my name. Or, well, to Soup's name. Ow. Not good. I am almost literally biting your ankles. How are you losing? Oh, right. Phase transition. I forgot you had that. Ow, not good. I just got so lucky. Oh dear. Ah, oh, damn it. Mealy just does that. Like, he'll pop into a stream with just the falling emote and then leave. Okay, so I definitely did better there. I think for the sake of making this hopefully go faster, we're gonna do that. Is it strange that I think I might actually wind up using the Crown of the Old Iron King for this run? If I can actually get my hands on it. Wait. Soup, why does your skin tone look normal? I made you purple. I know I made you purple. Okay, there's your normal skin tone. Really? Come on, fall over. Or not. How rare is that attack? Because I don't remember ever seeing him fall over. Oh my, okay. I thought I could take another hit. Apparently I could not. Good to know. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed summons. Though, at the same time, I feel like summons would make it a little too easy. Depending. What? Just fuck me in particular, I guess? I wasn't even aware it was possible to get caught there. Okay. I was hitting dodge. Why did you not dodge? Soup. Did I forget to burn my Sublime Bone Dust? Because it's weird, but I feel like I should have more healing at this point. For my Estus. What? Why can you spam that? This is already going poorly. Ow. Come on, back out into the middle of the room. You clearly can't be trusted with walls. Ow. I think I lost. The part I'm not looking forward to is honestly Pursuer. I might just use Flexile Sentry, even though I hate that entry point. Like, the Flexile entry point is way worse than the Pursuer entry point, but I might legitimately decide to go with that one, simply because the Pursuer is a much tougher fight than Flexile Sentry. Eventually, what I want to do is, even though I will have, oh dear, Mundane Infusion at some point, I want the Crown of the Old Iron King so that I can quote-unquote spam the sorcery repair, because I know where that is now. I looked it up. I'll need 2 fragrant branches to get it. Oh, right. Oh dear. However, repair will allow me to keep at least some damage on the ladle. Of course, I'll probably need like 2 or 3 stabs, depending on the fight. Just to cast repair. I was... Okay, we're gonna do this. Because again, you cannot be trusted with walls. No, leave me alone! Oh, pff, I'm dumb. Not good. Come on. I want you out in the middle of the room. I don't trust you with walls. Nope, we're not doing that. Are you joking? I should not have gotten hit by that. Why can you turn while you do that? Nice try. Oh dear. I'll read that in a second. I'm barely keeping focus on the boss as it is. No, we don't do that here. I don't trust you. we go. Fuck you. Okay, that could be good. Actually, that could be good enough. That could be good enough. You don't have the patience for that fight with a weapon? I mean, fair. That is fair. Honestly, that fight is honestly one of the easier ones, but still kind of a bitch. Okay, so I need... That'll do it. That'll do it. I need that cat ring.
Oh, you do have...
Alright, and I can level up a couple times, cool. I definitely want a level in attunement. Okay. I mean, it's not the worst fight. But now that I have the cat ring, let's go back to Cardinal Tower. And I'll actually kill you, but then I have to... Come on. I do know how to use this thing. And that's for criticals. Come on. There we go. Okay, and now I take off literally everything except for the stuff that is absolutely necessary. And try to line this up. Okay, no, I need to actually be a little closer. But even if I just make it onto that, I think I'm safe. Might need a human effigy, but I should be safe. Uh-oh. But if I can manage this, I can get into the shaded woods now, run around a little bit, see if I can't find myself a damn mundane stone. No, I need more health for that. They haven't patched it. I know that if you land on that, it is possible. I just might need more health. What's my maximum health at the moment? 951. Damn it. I believe fall damage in Dark Souls 2 works different in that it's not a percentage, it's a set amount. And I believe that might actually be I'll put the ladle back on, but it might be influenced by... Oh, pfft. Nope. Okay, I should actually line this up properly and take out the guy. Or I could actually go up the stairs. Hang on. There might actually be a crystal lizard upstairs, and if there is, that saves me some trouble. Alright, no, I won't ring a binding. Ring of Souls, or well, Covetous Silver Serpent. And Chloranthy. I could very much be wrong, but I believe in this game specifically, fall damage is a, Are you kidding me? I might have to make an exception just so I can kill the damn lizards. I'm not even joking. I might have to let myself use a different weapon just to kill the stupid fucking lizards. The reason I want to make it into the Shaded Woods is that if necessary, like absolutely necessary, I can't get a Mundane Stone any other way. They allegedly drop from enemies in the Doors of Pharos. If that is indeed the case... and they do drop from enemies in the Doors of Pharos, then, worst comes to worst, I need to go there. Yeah, I think I need to let myself use a different weapon just so that I can actually at least attempt to get the damn run started properly. Because I can use the ladle for normal enemies, I just have to chain backstabs. That's not an issue. What is an issue, however, is bosses. Mundane? Fuck. And buying them isn't an option. Not really. Alright, let's take out this guy out here and line up the thing again. Buying the stones isn't an option, because the stone trader will sell them eventually. However, that eventually is after Undead Crypt. And I am not waiting literally the whole game just to do this one, or just to redo everything. That sort of defeats the purpose of this being a challenge run. Damn it. Thought I had it lined up properly, but apparently I didn't. Like, if I wanted to wait the entire game to get this challenge going, I'd have just started a New Game Plus. Come on, I just want to make it. I just want to go run around the Shaded Woods and see if I can't get a damn Mundane Stone. Because that's the problem I'm running into here. There's a possibility that I could find a Mundane Stone in the Shaded Woods. And if I can find a Shaded Wood, or one in the Shaded Woods, that'd be great. I get into the Shaded Woods and I'll also... I get into the Shaded Woods and get myself one additional branch, And I'll also be able, oh dear, to get myself that repair sorcery. Which, while not immediately helpful, once I get 15 intelligence, it is actually a sorcery that'll be incredibly helpful. Because having it means that I have more durability on my ladle. Come on, I know it's possible to do this. I've done this before. Why am I failing so hard now? I've done this skip many times, or well, not many, but multiple times in the past. I might have to bite the bullet and just go fight Pursuer. Instead of running around in the shaded woods at all. It's not like I can't find more branches later. Come on. Damn it. Ah, that was not cool. I genuinely don't know why it's being such a problem. No matter what, I'm going to have to, oh dear. Fight whatever boss I use as my entry point into the Bastille again once I have the Mundane Ladle. I'm gonna have to get an Ascetic. Okay, why do you look so pale? I know I made you purple. Alright, I'm wearing the cat and the life ring. My equip load is literally 0.6. That shouldn't impact my health total much. Or my fall damage much. Especially not when combined with cat ring. Nope. Well, at least I haven't immediately died. Watch now, I immediately die. I just want the branch that I know is over there. Like, there's a fragrant branch literally right there. I know where it is. I know I can get it. Ah, damn you. I just need to make this one jump. The worst part is, it's a jump that I have made before. A skip I've made before. That's easier than an actually intended jump in Earthen Peak. I have in the past made this jump easier than I have made the one in Earthen Peak, and I'm pretty sure everyone who's played this game knows exactly which jump I'm talking about. What? What was that? That has got to be the shortest jump I have ever seen from a Dark Souls 2 character. What was that? Damn it. Not quite. I think technically I can make it over, like, onto that ledge there and then sidle my way up that. I think that might be how I got it the first time. Okay, so that jump is doable, but is it survivable with my current health? Not with it reduced, of course, but is it survivable if I effigy? No. And I know this isn't a kill zone because this skip is doable. And I know it's doable because they haven't patched the game since I last did it. Why did you jump so small? I'm only gonna give this a few more attempts and then I'm just gonna rush Pursuer. What? Why are you doing that? Why are you jumping so small? There we go. Damn it! Okay, I think I've got the lineup proper. The issue now is that I have to make it a second jump essentially immediately unless I want to kill that guy again, which I don't. Hang on, do I have a bonfire ascetic? I'm not going to be using it, but I want to make sure I have one, because I'm going to need probably like 2 or 3 at this rate. I do not. Okay. Why did you not jump? Soup, you have to jump. Why did you small jump, Soup? What the fuck? That's the part I don't get. Why does my character small jump? Okay, that one might have been my fault. That specifically might have been my fault, but why does my character keep small jumping? I think I'm hitting it at literally the last millisecond. What? The problem is that small jump will not get me across, so I need to big jump. But my character will sometimes decide to just small jump. That was too soon. You know what? I have to kill that guy. I don't want to, but I'm gonna have to kill that guy if I want to line this up properly. What do you mean I didn't get a backstab on that? There we go. Alright, now that I've done that... Okay, yeah, I'm just going after Pursuer. I'm done with this. I'm just done. I tried, but this is getting annoying. And Pursuer, as much as I'm a little afraid of actually fighting Pursuer, that's the better entry point into the Bastille. For a couple reasons. I'll definitely be trying this skip again later, possibly off stream. Because I know I've done it, and I know I've done it on stream. But... oh dear. I really do need to make some progress in some manner. Okay. 865. Is there anything I can do with that amount of souls in Majula? Oh wait, I can buy a few life gems. I can definitely buy a few life gems. I will take the life gems if possible. And here, okay. She now sells an infinite amount of them, which is nice. So these just for my reunion with Gavlan later. I'm going to have so much to give Gavlan, actually. Cardinal Tower. Let's run down here and actually get the loot that's over here. Unfortunately, anything that would make this run look more possible is actually locked behind Bastille. Literally everything I could use to make this run actually work is locked behind Bastille. Well, with a couple exceptions, but I'm not sure if I should count those. Amber Herb, yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna go to Pursuer. Actually, wait, there's stuff over there, isn't there? Yeah. Alright. Just want the bonfire. There we go. The bonfire will make it so that I can at the very least make my way towards items I want to collect, even if I can't actually collect them straight up. Case in point. Very much case in point. I don't think there's a crystal lizard around here, which is good, because if there was, I would have to pretty much abandon it. I just want a mundane stone. I get a Mundane Stone, and so many of my problems just go away. I'll still have to get past Pursuer, but... That's surprisingly kind of a non-issue. Hi! Pursuer is slightly more telegraphed. I was trying to make it back to the bonfire so I could at the very least die there. Oh well. But, Pursuer is slightly more telegraphed than Last Giant was, so I shouldn't actually have as many problems with him. I think I've actually come close to no-hitting both in the past. Cannot use, alright. We're just gonna wait here then. Really? Okay then. Yeah. I don't care about Dennis right now. I might wind up wanting a seed of a giant tree eventually, but not at the moment. Okay, we're going to back to Cardinal Tower. Head off to Pursuer. I am unfortunately going to have to punch the Pursuer to death as well. I'll come back with a Bonfire Ascetic later for it. Actually, no, I'm not going to try that just yet. I want to, at the very least... Okay. Life gem? Life gem. Okay, that's a problem. I might not be able to make it to Pursuer. Which is kind of bad. There's the possibility that I might have to grind this one out. Because I don't trust in my ability to make it all the way to Pursuer off of only backstabs. There we go, okay. Come on. Nice try. You almost fell off the edge. I'll read that in a minute, Piku. I'm kind of trying not to die. Nice try. Damn it. Okay. Me. I, kinda don't have a choice, but... Or, well, I do have a choice. The choice would be to just not do this run. I'm kind of stuck at the moment, honestly. I need... to get to the Bastille and get an Old Mundane Stone. And the best route for that... at the moment, I cannot. And even if I could, that wouldn't help me. I wasn't joking about being stuck unless I get a spoon, or unless someone decides to pop into my world and drop me a spoon with a mundane infusion. I am just outright stuck. And I needed to put in... I'm stuck to the point where I needed to put in an exception clause to where I was allowed to break my own rules to keep the run going. There we go. That's how you do it. Thank Gwyn for Estes. I'll read that in a bit, Pico. Are you joking? You think you have a spoon. Problem is, Piku, you would need roughly the same soul memory I possess. Come on. Because Dark Souls 2 decided to do things a little differently. Are you... Damn it. The problem actually, as bizarre as it is to say, the problem isn't the spoon's damage, it's the spoon's durability. I can deal with low damage. However, if it breaks and it's not mundane, it deals no damage. You would need roughly the same soul memory I do, so we'll say about 60 to 70,000. If you wanted to drop me a mundane spoon. Oh dear. Let's just throw myself into the ocean. Oh, Karato, hello! How are you today? $60,000 to $70,000 soul memory with a mundane spoon. They'd also have to be playing on PS5, because I'm on PS5. But yeah, otherwise, I did put in an exception clause because I literally cannot get a mundane spoon until I get to the Bastille. And, well, a mundane stone. So I put in an exception clause that allows me to punch bosses to death if I don't have the durability for them. Which is how I beat Last Giant. Yes. Yeah, that's exactly what I need, honestly, is because I need the spoon. Come on. Considering... Oh, damn it. Haskanoodle, okay. Thank you, Piku. For the eat it. You know what? Valid. How you doing today, Karato? Over here. I probably should have started with a bonfire ascetic, honestly, considering I had to punch the last giant to death. Well, I'm glad to hear it's not bad. What is that attack string? You know, let's just do that right now because I know I'm gonna get caught by something sooner or later. No, you don't get phase 2. But see now what I mean by the durability is the issue with the ladle and not even the damage. Well, technically a net gain. Oh dear. What? I blinked? What happened? This is going to be a very low damage run. I knew that going into this. So the damage does not bother me. However, the fact that the spoon literally does nothing when it breaks does, because that makes it actually impossible. Unless I put in the exception clause or someone drops me a mundane spoon. Okay, real quick, just to see if I can actually manage it. You blinked is what happened. Fair enough. No. I was trying to see if I had the health to survive that. I do not. I do not, in fact, have the health for that. But the Bastille is honestly loaded for this run. It has Macduff, who is needed to actually get mundane infusions. It has a fragrant branch of... It has 2 fragrant branches of yore, which is actually what I need in order to, oh dear, get what I want from the Shaded Woods. It has the Bracing Knuckle Ring, which slows equipment degradation. Which is needed for this run. There is just a ton of stuff in the Bastille that I outright need, and I need soon, so I need to get to the Bastille. I'll read that in a minute, Pico. Damn it! Fair enough. Honestly, considering how poorly I'm doing against the Pursuer, you could probably meet my requirements in, like, before I beat the Pursuer. Because I'm not even joking, the only two bosses I've killed are Last Giant and Dragon Rider. If you start with Bonfire Ascetic, you can redo Dragon Rider, and that'll get you almost halfway there. Because I currently have 66,000 soul memory. Thank you for checking, though, Pico. I specifically need the Mundane Spoon. However, if I can get past Pursuer, I can make do with the stone. And obviously, if I get past Pursuer, I'm going to just go through and try my best to get... Oh dear. Wait, what? What do you mean ballista off limits? Oh. I didn't even know you could use that in this fight. But I don't want to get too used to high damage is the thing. Oh dear. Because if I get used to high damage in the early game, then I know that when the damage fall off once I actually get the ladle is going to be harsh. Like, it's already gonna be a bit of a problem. But the Mundane Spoon is actually going to be pretty nice because it will essentially... it can still do damage even when broken. That's why I need it for this run. Nice try. Drink. Oh dear. Really? Nice try. Oh dear, that was not where I intended to roll. Come on. Oh boy. Okay. How did I not hit you? We're just not gonna mess with the stab. Come on. We're not doing that. Oh dear. No. Give me a second, Piku. I am trying not to die here. Oh dear. I'm not low enough. I don't have him low enough to where I'm willing to use life gems, so if I get hit again, I'm just dead. Nice try. Come on. Oh dear. All things considered, I think I'm doing pretty well. But come on. We're not messing with the stab. Okay. Really? Generally speaking, I consider myself pretty okay at the Pursuer. Come on. We're just not messing with that. That said, I still very much expect to die here. No. I see the blue sword. We don't mess with the blue sword. No. I mean... Hey. Nice try. And now I have him low enough where I'm willing to use life gems. Oh, pff. Come on. I need to get away from that wall. Walls are not my friend in this run. Walls are so not my friend. I want to stay to the middle of the arena as much as possible. And it seems like he has much the same sentiment. We don't do that here. Come on. Oh dear. I need to move away from here. Come on. Oh. I was not expecting to get hit there. Though perhaps I should have. I was a little sloppy with my dodge. Come on. No. Oh dear. I should have backed off. Nice try, big guy. Though you're not even the biggest guy I've punched today. No. Come on. Nope. Glad I decided to back off there. So glad I decided to back off. That wasn't even like prediction or anything, that was pure chance. Come on. That grab is his most dangerous attack, and it's not even close. Come on, get to the middle of the field. That I can punish. Really? The reason the grab is his most dangerous attack is because that's how he triggers his magic phase. Okay, that was a poor dodge on my part. I got lucky. But I needed to be over here. Nope. We come over this way. I actually have him down pretty far. I'm not risking it. Yeah, we're not even gonna attempt that. Why are you doing the rush? Nope. Oh dear. We don't mess with that. Hold up, did I actually just do that? Oh, fuck, 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 fuck! Nope, 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 we run, we run, we run! Y'all have nothing for me. Examine. There we go. Oh! Thank you for the GGs! Alright, let's see. Post this on a couple service. Okay. I think my soul memory just went up a lot, though. Yeah, it's at 87 now. Human effigy, and... Dull Ember. Okay, I needed to kill Pursuer anyway, because Dull Ember is, I couldn't remember where Dull Ember was. I had the sneaking suspicion that it was over here, but, yeah. Couldn't be 100% certain. Oh, wait. Shoot. Yeah, whatever. Let's see here. Dexterity, adaptability, intelligence, faith. Dex, okay. I actually started as deprived specifically for this run because Mundane Stones scale off of your lowest stat. So if they're all relatively equal, it doesn't really matter. Alright, I am, however, going to have to go back for those two eventually. I'll have to ascetic the area when I do that, though. Okay, Lost Bastille. Let's, at the very least, unlock Macduff. Now that I have the Dull Ember and the Bastille unlocked, I just need the Mundane Stone. If someone wants to drop me a Mundane Ladle, that's great. But I just need the stone. Kill me all you like, Pursuer. I don't care. I'm not going to be... Oh dear. Messing with you like that. And there's nothing in there to grab. Go over here. And then close the door behind me, please? No. Okay. Look at deal. Okay, come on. It's fine. Upsy daisy! Okay. Large titanite shard. I need you to forget I exist so I can go grab that, Damn it. If I quit out, because I know it didn't reset the stuff in the wharf, and I also know it didn't reset the guys and the cops, but will it reset you? Oh, shoot. I still can't believe that I actually just punched the Pursuer to death. Pursuer and the Last Giant have both been... Ah, fuck, you don't. Reset, alright. Antiquated key, cool. Oh, come on. I just need to make it to Macduff. I make it to Macduff, and that will, put me in a decent position. Because once he has the Dull Ember, I literally just need the Mundane Stone. Which, there's only a few ways I can get those, but... here's hoping. Grab this. Because why not? Come on. There we go. Kill me. Doesn't matter. Oh, wait. Oh ho ho! Helpful. Yeah, just kill me. I don't want to risk either of you attacking Macduff. So just kill me. Alright, I just need to give him the Dull Ember. Give. Alright, and now I can infuse. I need an Old Mundane Stone. For that, though. Old Mundane Stone will allow it to at the very least do damage once it's broken. Might not sound all that impressive. But considering this run, it is huge. Titanite shard, cool. Large titanite shard, better. Craftsman's hammer and twinkling titanite. I'm very glad that I don't actually need twinkling titanite for this, actually. requiring Twinkling Titanite would be very bad. Let's pop a soul. Reinforce my ladle so it actually does a little more damage. And the only ways, or the only way forward that I currently have is through the Ruin Sentinels, which I'm not tackling. I don't care what's on the other side of the Bastille. I'm not going after Ruin Sentinels. Not right now. I can go after Ruin Sentinels once I have, once I actually have the Mundane Infusion. I get the feeling that I want a Flame Butterfly up here. Because this is a very strangely placed torch. Granted, I could just run here from the bonfire. But that's actually trickier than you'd think. Nothing in here, alright. We're gonna go back to the bonfire, and I can now actually head into Shaded Woods. I just need to actually give Rosabeth something to wear. 88,000 soul memory. Will actually... Hey. Because you're the only one that wasn't at +2, I believe. Oh, no. The trousers were not. Okay. Travel to Majula. Okay. Actually, wait, there's one that I might have missed, and I'm not gonna mess with it. There's one more boss I might potentially have to take out, fists only. I'm hoping I don't. I really don't want to ascetic her. The Scorpion Lady in the Shaded Woods, I do not want to ascetic, but I might have to ascetic. Hey. Fragrant Branch gets me access to you. And for some reason you deem your current attire unsuitable, despite the fact that it covers you just fine. Give equipment, and I'm just gonna give you the leather. I'm not gonna give you anything I've upgraded.
Thank you so. After
And now I beeline. Oh no, or not. Come on, I just need to get to that. There we go. I just need to light it. I don't need to use it, I just need to light it. There we go. Nope. Oh dear. bright side, the bonfire is literally right there. I don't care about my souls at this particular moment in time. I just need to get some places. I could have sworn there was in one of these. Actually, you might drop a mundane stone. Okay. Oh dear. Of course, I would need to actually not fight the other one. I believe that guy was a Germ, and Germ can drop mundane stones. Oh dear. Ferrous Lockstone, cool. I'm just gonna run up this path, actually, because there's a bonfire literally right here, and that way I don't have to actually mess with the basilisk. Soul of Proud Knight, cool. You did not stop me from getting to the bonfire. Okay, there's stuff over here I can collect. Oh dear. I don't want to up my soul memory too much more on the off chance that Piku does find somebody who's willing to, drop a mundane stone for me. Which means I'm not really going to be using any more, any soul items at the moment. And I'm just going to run through and collect some stuff. I can be a little more methodical once I actually have a weapon that can be used. These weird monkey dog things. I just want this. Literally just wanted red tear stone. I'm well aware that I can't go any further beyond that, but red tear stone is easy enough to grab. I don't really have the confidence to make a red tear stone build. Like I said, I'm okay at Pursuer and very bad at like the rest of this game. So yeah. Spam click your dialogue. Oh, wait. There we go. Fire Seed. Right, I'm not using Pyromancy, so that's not a moot point. Soul of a Proud Knight and Human Effigy. Just need to hug the left wall to get to the stairs. Once you know to hug the left wall, getting through that spot is not a problem. Hey. There we go. Alright. Now that I actually have the bonfire, I can go and collect the rest of the loot in that area. Not really much of a point in fighting stuff. I'm not even joking, unless you're doing a deathless run, this part is... you're better off just running through and taking a few L's. What do you mean forlorn? Why forlorn? Why forlorn? Old sun ring. Come on, come on. Let me just grab. Chloranthi +1. Well appreciated, actually. And then I run up here, drink. And then I should head back down in there. Because I know for a fact that there's at least one body that has loot on it. Ah, yes, the laughing trees. I always forget about those. Oh, what are you? Clear blue stone ring. Huh. I don't think I ever actually found that before. I should Why not forlorn? Fair enough. I just didn't realize they could spawn here. I don't think I've ever had one spawn on me. Not in the Shaded Woods. Which is why I was confused. I think that might be it as far as loot goes. Yeah. Alright, go on, kill me. I'm just gonna smack this tree. Because why not? Okay, that should be everything in that shaded area. I forget what the clear bluestone ring does. I want to say that boosts my my casts, but I can't even, or my cast speed. Yeah. Okay. That's actually really good to know. That said, there should be one more something over here that I can get. Before I commit... Or, well, not commit, but before I run around that other area. Does Shrine of Winter have anything in front of it? I can't remember. I genuinely can't remember if there's anything in front of Shrine of Winter. There is not. Alright. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try getting out of this. Come on. Falconer was just standing there like he couldn't believe I wasn't running anymore. Oh wait, I got Chloranthy +1. I should probably put that on. Anyway. Why was I about to run? Let's go back to the Shaded Ruins. Unfortunately, I think I need another branch if I want to get what I really want from these ruins. Because there is one... Yeah, I'm short a branch. Because there is actually something over there, I believe. That would be really nice to have. Come on. Oh. Wait, what? Oh. You offended Nightbot. Fair enough. Cool thing is that Ladle durability doesn't actually go down when backstabbing, so against regular enemies I can chain backstabs. I really only need the Mundane Stone for bosses. Come on. Come on. Really? One more backstab and you should be done. There we go. Alright, what did you... Ah! Might I ask what exactly you clipped? I wanted the Sublime Bone Dust. That was pretty much my whole reason for coming over here. What's this? Black Knight Halberd. Oh, Wild Arrow. Fair enough. Shoot, I don't think I can get back. Unless I somehow manage to make that... Yeah, that's not realistic. Rogue Arrow in the Mist. Fair enough. Okay, we're gonna Homeward Bound. 'Cause I can't get back normally. Whoops. I forgot that that jump is technically a skip. Alright, back to Majula, upgrade the bonfire, and then run around here. There is actually a, okay, literally just for killing the crystal lizard up ahead, I'll put on the fire longsword. Because I can't hit the crystal lizard otherwise. But there is a crystal lizard that I can technically kill. Alright, I should get rid of you. Ah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna run around. Magic bolts. Can you leave me alone? Hi. I wish there was some set locations for mundane stones. Because that really is the only thing holding this run back right now. Are you kidding? Are you actually kidding me? I just want one mundane stone. One mundane stone, and I can stop it with the bullshit and actually get the run going. The repair sorcery would be nice too, but I need a second fragrant branch for that. Are you joking? Okay, so I need to chase you somewhere else then. Dark Scythe, okay. Actually, I wonder, because sometimes, like, it won't reset the stuff, but at the same time, this is a crystal lizard, and this is how crystal lizards always operate. Will quitting out reset the crystal lizard? I don't need it to reset anything else. The other guy already de-aggroed. But will it reset this one fucking crystal lizard? Because this is the only one I can really get to right now. Yes, I named my Ladle character Soup. No, I'm not sorry. No, it did not. Great. Okay then. Just kill me. I'm breaking my rules just to see if I can try and get a mundane stone from that stupid lizard. Because that's the only one I can really get to right now. If the, if that doesn't work, and I can't get the mundane stone from that crystal lizard, I'm gonna have to go grind the Doors of Pharos. most likely. Unless one Gurm in the Shaded Woods will drop it. Alright, nothing really wants to mess with Tark. Oh, never mind. You want to mess with Tark. Mundane? Fuck! Yeah, I'm gonna have to grind Gurm. I'm either gonna have to grind Gurm or get it dropped. Oh, that's not gonna be fun. That is really not going to be fun. I believe this is actually the chest that holds the repair sorceries, so I need a, the fragrant branch for that. I'm not too concerned about it at the moment, honestly. Ferrous Lockstone. Cool. Life gem, neat. Pretty sure... Yeah, that's just blocked. You don't have anything of note. That's where I have to go in order to beat the boss. And Piers Creighton. Can you stop, please? Which... I'm not gonna really do too much in the way. Oh, I should actually go down there in a second. Because I do want to fight Dark Lurker. However, in order to actually fight Dark Lurker, I need to find you in 3 separate locations and sacrifice a ton of human effigies. How did the Gurm even get down? Or not Gurm, the lion thing even get down here? Soul of a Brave Warrior and Firebomb. Still no... Still not what I need. And I don't think I have a Smooth and Silky Stone either. Aggravating. Because if I had Smooth and Silky Stones, I could turn those in and maybe get my hands on a Mundane Stone. But I think I've taken out all of the Shadow Hollows I have access to at the moment. And I don't recall where they drop otherwise. Hang on, I'm gonna go back to the Shaded Woods for a second. That's the wrong bonfire. That is the very wrong bonfire. What am I doing? We're in a sorry state when my best hope for the run is to beat another boss with my fists, to death with my fists, and farm the things behind it. There we go. I just need to backstab you. Come on, backstabbing you should be possible. Oh dear. Why can I not backstab you? I know backstabbing these little guys is possible. I've done it in the past. Why am I having so much trouble with it right now? There we go. There we go. Ah! Crap. Not good, not good, not good. I need... This is bad, honestly. Come on. Please, just drop a mundane stone when you die. Oh, VC! Hello! What? Wait, what killed me? The mundane stone alone would work, but the mundane ladle would honestly be very appreciated as well. Because I had to punch the, I'm actually gonna go back to the Bastille here, tower part. I had to punch 2 bosses to death. As I should. What do you mean as I should? My soul memory at the moment is why is it 89,000? It was 87,000 not that long ago. What happened? But yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and Ascetic those two. I'm worried about potentially having to... I'm sorry, I can wait while you collect stuff, I guess? You can make it whatever you need to be, fair enough. Yeah, I have 89,000 soul memory. There's no network options, which is weird, but... And I'm currently at the tower part. I am unfortunately going to have to Ascetic the Forest of Fallen Giants. But with a mundane ladle, at the very least, I can, not Ascetic a third boss. I already don't know how it's going to work with Pursuer. And Last Giant. I know I'm gonna have to fight them again, but I don't know if they use different bonfires. And I also know that they're going to actually take a lot more effort to kill. Once Ascetic. You dropped your sign. I'm at the tower apart, but I don't see your sign. Let me quit out and come back in. Because sometimes that will do it. I do not have a name engraved ring, no. I would have to spend more souls in order to get it. The reason I have as many souls as I do is because I needed them. Yeah, if I spend the soul, I probably could go grab the name engraved ring if I spent every soul in my inventory, but if I do that, then I run the risk of out-leveling that too. Or out-memorying. Oh, wait, I know, I'm dumb. I am dumb. That's almost definitely you. I apologize, VZ. I was just being stupid. I forgot that I have to be human to summon. Because this game lets you be invaded despite being, hollow. To my credit, it didn't take me that long to figure out. Thank you so much, VZ. If I could hug you in-game, I would. You just saved the run. There's, or well, not the run, but you saved my sanity. Okay. Alright. Let's go back to Majula for a spell. Thank you! Thank you so much, VZ. Go follow VZ if you're not already. I shouted them out. I don't know if they even actually stream. But I'm definitely gonna need to actually upgrade this a bit. Reinforce. Okay, it's a little less than my current ladle, but I'll be around. It'll actually do damage. He's streamed like twice a decade. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, now my next order of business should actually be getting a bonfire ascetic, but I don't remember where to find those, so we're just gonna continue on for now. Ah! Okay, I need intelligence, faith, and then to go down the list again. Okay. Hey, my health is officially over 1,000. Not bad. Do not have Estus last shard. Whoops. Okay, so... Holy... Okay, that is a damage increase. I don't have repair, unfortunately. Spend the rest of this on life gems.
Thanks.
Let's go back to the forest. Cardinal Tower, and see how much the ladle actually does here. I am going to Ascetic this once I get an Ascetic, but I'd like to do the skip first, just because I've already killed this thing enough times. Damn! Why does this thing actually do damage now? What's broken? Huh. Like, my stats are not that high, and yet it's actually doing a decent amount of damage. I'm not gonna... Is it scaling with strength? For anyone confused as to why I am calling this a decent amount of... Oh, and you're dead. Well, time to attempt to skip. For anyone confused as to why I'm calling this a decent amount of damage, go watch me punching the pursuer. Why? I just want that fragrant branch so I can get repair. Oh, actually, I really should see what the damage is like when it breaks. I'll do that in a bit. Back to this. Okay. Well, that wasn't fair. I might not have enough health to survive it still. I don't know how much health is actually needed to survive that jump. I know it's possible, but... Anyway. Let's put on Chloranthy. Ring of Blades, actually. It's a flat damage increase, but it's still a damage increase in Ring of Binding. And then we go down here. I should take you out first. Damn. Okay, with the Ring of Blades, the ladle has officially become a little nasty. I'm legitimately just trying to break the ladle. There we go. To see how much it'll do when broken. I mean, this isn't a normal ladle, Karato. It's a bashing ladle. Okay, so now that that's broken, how much do you do now? Because that was the big problem I was having, was that I couldn't do any damage at all when it was broken. And we have damage! Let's go! Oh, that is such a relief. That is actually such a relief. I can do damage and I can fight bosses now. I can actually fight bosses. Thanks again, VZ, for the ladle. I actually needed it. I've never been so relieved. To have an infusion for a weapon in my life. No, the weird part is this room is just weird to me. I don't know why. But something about it is just suspicious. Anyway. I need 11 intel, or not 11, I need 15 intelligence. And a fragrant branch. I think I actually need more souls, so I'm gonna go get some more souls. Repair my ladle. Because even though it does do damage... Okay, that's interesting. So it will scale with my... strength for now. Throwing knife, cool. Alright, so two-handing the ladle makes it do more, although that could just be because... Actually, yeah, that makes sense. Because of the strength scaling. $730 should be close enough that if I start making my way back to Majula, I can, or to the bonfire, I can go repair my ladle. Alright, it's not much of a damage decrease, but there is going to be a damage decrease, which is why I want, but there is a damage decrease, which is why I want the repair sorcery. I might wind up needing 3 separate staves just to use it. But... especially because I'm not even sure if the ladle can be buffed again at the moment. Hold on. Ooze. The ladle can be buffed. That's... just use the broken and don't ever fix it. I mean, that is an option. Broken ladle all the way. It's technically a waste of souls, but it's a psychological thing on my part. I feel weird running around with something broken.
I'll be around.
Equipment, I should actually, real quick, put on the cat ring. The fact that the mundane ladle can be buffed is interesting. That means that I should pay attention to some things. There we go. Wait, what? What do you mean, like where I'm dropping? I just wanted this bonfire. Because I legit might forget about the, Grave of Saints if I don't do it now. Or, well, don't get the bonfire. The fact that the Mundane Ladle can be buffed. Yeah. Ah, fair enough. True, I did almost fall off the platform, didn't I? I just want the loot. Hi. I'll take that with great pleasure. I'm a little worried about the petrification, honestly. This is... yeah. And toodles. This is not an area that you want to use any Pharaoh's Lockstones in, unless you know exactly what you're doing. But Rat King Covenant is probably going to be pretty handy for collecting the loot in the Doors of Pharos. Oh dear. I think the play as far as... oh dear. My leveling goes is to actually level strength last. Because as soon as strength becomes not the lowest of my stats, my weapon will stop scaling with strength. Oh, damn it. Okay, the rats might be a bit of a problem. And there's actually a rather large damage increase from a strength scaling ladle being used in both hands. I'll be ending soon. I just want to take out one boss with the ladle before I put this run down for a week. Oh dear. Considering how long it actually took me to get this damn mundane ladle. Oh dear. This is actually really good damage, comparatively. Yes, our collab is actually why I want to end soon, so that I can actually eat lunch and rest a little. Plus, the people are supposed to actually be coming here to fix the, oh dear. furnace today, so there is that. I might actually want to come down here later is the problem. Rat Vanguard might be too much for me right now. Yeah, I think Rat Vanguard's too much for me right now, so let's go tackle the Flexile Sentry. When I have a little more damage, I can do this, but because of my range, I actually need a lot more damage. Or, well, don't need. This is still doable. Just not on a time crunch. And I do actually want to get one boss in with the actual fucking ladle. You know, the whole reason, or the whole thing this run is supposed to be about. I should actually... No, I'll hold off on that. Dark damage actually does buff a lot, so I might want... like a dark buff later. Alright, Flexile Sentry. This is actually the boss that I attempted where I realized the ladle actually did no damage when it was broken under normal circumstances. That is some juicy damage. That is some really juicy damage. Which should just go to show you just how little damage I'm used to doing right now. Oh dear. How did I not get hit there? Ow. Nope. Come on. Ow, ow, ow. There we go. Okay, Mundane Ladle is actually not bad. The only issue I'm having with it really is range. And even then, I did just punch the last giant and pursuer to death. So I am getting the hang of melee. I swear I'm getting the hang of melee. I just sort of wish I'd gotten the ladle before I punched those two to death. Equip a bow and shoot the ladle at things. I mean, that might technically be viable under, well, actually, no. No, that wouldn't technically be Hi! I'm gonna have to go back down. Figure out how I'm supposed to get that. But first, I should head to Majula. And I know for a fact that if I don't get that specific piece of loot, I'm going to forget about it because I've never gotten it before. Back to Majula, spend my souls, and then come back and get that loot before I forget it. Because I will forget that that exists, and I want as much stuff to sell to Gavlan as possible. Endurance, Vigor, Attunement. I want to skip Strength for now. Strength should be the last thing I level because it gets... or because I can two-hand the ladle. What can I do in terms of... I'm not going to use the Flexile Sentry or the Pursuer Souls, so I may as well use those. Level. I want to level. Okay, Dex. Cool, and then Strength next. But if I level Strength too early, then I actually wind up losing the two-handed bonus. Because it scales with your lowest stat if it's mundane. So if Strength is not my lowest stat or tied for my lowest stat, I am in a bit of a bind because I can't get the bonus from two-handing it. Alright, Bastille, Exile Holding Cells. Let's go see if I can't get that loot. Hoping I've got the right side for this. There we go. Scimitar and repair powder. Okay, cool. Repair powder is still going to come in handy. There we go. Okay, I only killed these two because I didn't know if I couldn't tell if they were guarding treasure. Anyway, back to Majula, and then I am going to have to call it for today. Or, well, for this run for this week. Because Karato and I are playing Lords of the Fallen later, in a little under 2 hours. And I need to go eat lunch. So, back to Majula. If you're interested in anything I've done up until this point, I have a YouTube channel. You can check that out if you're interested. I try to upload stuff same day, and I group my runs by playlists so they're easier to find. If you're interested in seeing my announcements, I currently post them to Instagram, and if you would like to see my clips in an easier fashion, I post them to YouTube, TikTok, and when it lets me, Instagram. The links to all of that are in the chat now. If you've made it this far and are curious to see where I go from here, why not drop a follow? It takes but one button press, and you can always change your mind if you decide my content isn't for you. Again, a little over 2 hours. Karato and I will be playing Lords of the Fallen. Tune back into that if you're interested. Tomorrow I'll be returning to Hades. Hades 1. And Thursday and Friday I will be continuing Hollow Knight Silksong. Which means that I'll be back to this run and the lovely Mundane Ladle on Monday. I have never been so happy about a ladle. I think I'm gonna push through towards Lost Sinner because I do actually want repair still. It doesn't matter as much now, but when I get into the late game, the little bit of extra chip damage that repair will grant me will definitely help a lot. And I should probably get used to swapping between one and two-handing the ladle, since odds are I'm going to be running it with a buff spell at some point. And want the crown of the Old Iron King, because that will passively regenerate the casts for the buff. The repair will definitely help me get used to that. So yeah, I think I'm gonna push through and do the Bastille, or I'll do the skip off stream and get the branch that's in the Forest of Fallen Giants. Who knows? One moment. Alright, Piku's playing Dark Souls 3, so stay tuned if you're interested in that. And remember to type "Thank you, Piku" in the chat, because that just saved a lot of stress on my end. Her and VZ just saved me a lot of stress. That said, happy time zones, everyone. And I hope you all have an excellent day.